Welcome. Look, in today's business world, you have more data than ever before. But let's be honest, what good is it if your sales data can't talk to your inventory, or if your finance team is basically flying blind on forecasts? That data, it's not an asset, it's a liability. So today, we're going to dive into how to unlock its true power by breaking down the walls between your most critical system.
So let me ask you this, and I want you to really think about it for a second. Picture how data flows through your organization. Are your most important systems working together like a well-oiled machine? Or are they more like ships passing in the night, just completely isolated from each other? The answer to that question, well, it reveals all the hidden friction that's slowing your entire company down.
And this really gets to the heart of the problem, a challenge that is plaguing so many businesses out there, the data silo. You've probably heard the term. It's when your vital information gets locked away in separate, disconnected systems. Let's take a look at what this actually means in practice, starting with some common systems you're probably using right now. Here's a classic example for you. All your financial and operational data, everything in your ERP system, is completely walled off from your customer data, which is sitting over in your CRM. And what's the result? Well, your sales team has no idea what the real-time inventory levels are, and finance is just struggling to build anything close to an accurate sales forecast. Or how about this one? Your supply chain management platform, the SCM, which is supposed to be planning all your logistics, has zero direct connection to your warehouse management system, the WMS, which is actually executing the orders on the ground. You see the problem, right? That disconnect between planning and execution creates instant bottlenecks. And then you've got your human capital management system, your HCM, where all your super valuable employee data lives. But it's totally separate from your project management tools and your financial systems. It's like every single department has become its own little island, its own fortified kingdom with closed borders. So what's the real-world impact of all this disconnection? It's a huge, huge surge in manual work. We're talking about endless hours spent just exporting and importing spreadsheets. It's brutal. And that, of course, absolutely tanks your process efficiency, creates unreliable data that's always out of date, and ultimately it forces your teams to make critical decisions based on incomplete or, frankly, just plain wrong information.
But what if you could finally break down those walls? This is where having a specialized partner is absolutely essential. So let's shift gears from the problem to the solution and talk about Bizinsight Consulting.
So, Bizinsight is a consulting firm with a real laser focus. They use Oracle technologies to build modern integration and data warehouse solutions. The key here is that they aren't generalists. This is their core expertise. And that specialization means they can help companies speed up their digital transformation by tackling this exact data silo problem head-on.
You know, what I really like about this is the language they use. See that word, partner? This isn't just about installing some software and walking away. It's about actually working with a business to modernize its entire system landscape by creating those seamless connections we've been talking about.
Okay, so how do they actually do it? Well, it all starts by connecting the dots. Let's dig into the power of integration and automation and see how they build those bridges between systems that were once completely isolated.
The key piece of technology here is the Oracle Integration Cloud, or OIC. Honestly, the best way to think of it is like a universal translator and a super efficient messenger service for all your different applications. It's the central hub where you design and run the integrations that finally allow your ERP, your HCM, and all your other systems to speak the same language. And their integration process is refreshingly straightforward. Step 1, they design integrations that can actually grow with your business, that can scale. Step 2, they implement all the technical connections, the APIs and automations that get the data flowing automatically. And step 3, which is so crucial, they make sure the entire exchange is secure and totally reliable. But hey, connecting the data, that's only half the battle. Once it's all flowing freely, you need to turn that raw information into actual intelligence. So now it's time to build your analytics engine. And the foundation for that whole engine is a data warehouse. Now, this isn't just another database. It's a central, single source of truth. It consolidates trusted data from all those newly connected systems, and it's built specifically to make analysis and reporting incredibly fast and easy.
So how do you get there? Well, it all starts with architecting the cloud data pipelines that feed that warehouse. Next up, you develop the dashboards and reports that actually visualize the key metrics for your business. And this all leads to the ultimate goal, enabling self-service analytics, where your team can finally ask their own questions of the data without needing to file an IT ticket for everything. The result of all this work is, well, it's transformative. You go from having all this fragmented, unreliable information to having consolidated, trusted data. This data then gives you actionable insights which, in the end, empowers everyone in your organization to make smarter, faster decisions. It's a game changer.
Now, I know a lot of businesses have a huge investment in established systems, like the Oracle e-business suite. The key thing to understand here is that this whole process isn't about ripping and replacing everything. It's about enhancing and future-proofing the powerful foundation you already have in place. This slide just lays it out perfectly, showing you how to solve those common legacy challenges. You're facing unsupported interfaces? They design custom ones. You're bogged down by manual processes? They bring in workflow automation. Stuck with outdated, clunky reports? They can convert those to modern BI tools. And feeling disconnected from the cloud? They'll build hybrid integrations to bridge that gap. It is all about optimizing the investment you've already made. So, let's bring it all together. The real transformation here is about streamlining those critical data flows across your entire company. Doing that enables accurate, real-time decisions, it maximizes the value of the Oracle systems you already own, and it gets your business ready for the future, whether that's a hybrid model or a full-on migration to the cloud.
And that really just leaves us with one final thought. Your data can be your biggest liability when it's all siloed and messy, or it can be your greatest asset when it's connected and clear. So the real question is, which path is your business on?